Hello, Elissa Freeman here, Creative Life Coach, and welcome to Barefoot Conversations. Today we're going to be talking a lot about dreams and how we can utilize our dream states to problem solve and to really build our creativity. I have today with me Henna Lindman. She's a Finnish dance student. Welcome, Henna.
Hey, thank you, Elissa, for having me. It's nice to be here.
Thank you. So tell me a little bit about your dance life. When did you first decide that you wanted to dance?
I started dancing a little bit older than usually people start. I was about 12. I have gone into classes and I spent 1 year in dance school, and it's a big part of my life. For me, it's a good way for my self-expression because I don't have that much patience just to sit and practice. For example, my piano lessons. I played piano a few years, but I didn't have patience to practice all because I had to stand still. And so dancing, I move all the time. And the teacher teach me things, but she's or he's moving, I'm moving, so it's a good way.
Today we're talking about dreams and that beautiful dream state and how we can utilize dreams as a resource for problem solving. So how have you used dreams in your life and with dance particularly?
When you are staring yourself from the mirror, for me at least, it's pretty hard to start. Usually if I start to do something, I have to be back into the mirror, and I think it's really common with dancers. Anyway, and I had some troubles, and when I went to bed at night, I closed my eyes, just relaxed, and the things started to come to my head. I'm like, alright, I had the music there, I had the steps there. I had to write it down. If I didn't write it down, the next morning when I woke up, it was like, I had such a good idea last night, but what was it? And little by little, it started to come together. Not all from the dreams, but it helped a lot.
Do you use dreaming anywhere else in your life?
If I need to figure out something, I lay down and try to empty my mind, because otherwise it runs and runs and runs too fast. And in that weird kind of phase before sleeping good, it usually comes, or sometimes it comes, sometimes not, and it's alright, but sometimes it helps just to think what I want, or where I'm going with this thing, whatever is happening in my life.
So we can use it anywhere, really, any area of our life, regardless of what our profession is or what our hobbies are or whatever else. Yeah. The other day, someone asked me a tricky question, and I knew the answer, but I didn't know how to quite express it and put it into words, and I just said, just a moment please, and I went and lay down on my couch for 30 minutes, and I was in that beautiful state where I could still hear some sounds around me, but I was half kind of dreaming, and only 30 minutes later I sat back up and I was able to answer the question really clearly and just know that it was a great way of using it. The other things that I do is that if I want to do anything in my business life or in my creative life, I just need to focus on how I can resolve that while I'm starting to go into that sleep state. And in the morning I've got the answer. It's really clear, or it comes to me as like, oh, I'm meant to do this now, this feels right to go here, or to do this, or this is how I can resolve that problem. It all comes in the dreams, and it's a really important resource that we can all use. So what I'd like to do is to offer the people out there an opportunity, especially people who haven't used this resource before, of how they could tap into that to help them in their lives.
I think it's a good idea.
So we just both of us mentioned that we're in that kind of zone that's not quite deep sleep.
No.
You're sort of half conscious. Put the question to yourself as you're going into that state. You don't need to be tired, and it doesn't need to be nighttime. It can be in the middle of the day, anytime that you like. In fact, I find that it's really good, closest to when I'm thinking of the problem. I'm going to that beautiful twilight space, thinking of how can I resolve this problem. I'm not necessarily thinking of the problem, I'm thinking of how to resolve it. It's actually different, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can actually program your mind to remember your dreams. So you can actually, as you're going to sleep, you're starting to going to your sleep, you start to say things to yourself like, I'll remember my dreams. I'll remember my dreams when I wake up. And make sure you've got a notebook and a pen like you did with your choreography. Have that by the bed so you can, soon as you wake up, you can actually just write those key things down. You don't need to write the whole story down, do you? Just those key points, because they'll trigger it. And you'll go, oh, that's right, it's like this. Now, some people don't dream in pictures. Some people dream in feelings. And that's just as good as well, because the resolution can still come in feelings as well. You can just get a sense of it, a sense of the resolution. You don't necessarily need to see the pictures. So there's some great techniques for people to try anyway. They can start experimenting with their dream states.
Yeah.
And every one of us have access to it, because we all daydream, and we all dream, and we all sleep. Yeah. Thank you very much, Henna, for coming and sitting in the garden with me and joining me in Barefoot Conversations.
Thank you.
And hopefully we've helped you guys out there to utilise your dreams more effectively in your problem solving and in your creative endeavours. So enjoy going forth and dreaming, daydreaming, and enjoying that beautiful twilight zone and expressing your true creativity. And I'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.